After a long time of prep and learning about ourselves, it's time.
Yes?
Not you! My God! You! You're all set to go? You're heading to Mechonis Core? You better be ready. You ready to head off? Now, just a disclaimer. If you are yet to do any of the heart-to-heart side quests or any collecting in Alchemoth, I recommend doing it now. This is not a point of no return, but things are going to change drastically. But if you think you're ready, let's go.
Do my eyes deceive me? The Mechonis is moving.
Oi, you! I'm warning you! You better not drop me! You let me go, and you'll be doing sit-ups for the rest of your life! Yes, Colonel!
Linnea!
I am sorry. For Lady Meyneth's will to be realized, I had no choice but to use your body. Even so...
Actually, I'm grateful. Thanks to this body, I got to see Shulk and the others again.
Where is Lady Meyneth now?
Shall I call her? She is usually asleep. Maybe she just doesn't want to disturb me. It's an unusual feeling. 2 harps in one body. It's not every day you get to experience something like this.
I see. That is a great relief.
It's as if I can see into our heart. We each know what the other's thinking, but it's strange. It feels like there's a part of my heart that's hidden. It's the part that holds Meyneth's feelings, and I can't see them. Maybe it's only natural. Everyone has 1 or 2 secrets, right? But I know how much she cares about this world. That's why I'm happy to let her use my body.
Fiora, I think Lady Meyneth is glad that she met you.
Yeah, I know.
Shulk, good news from His Highness. The Allied force retreated in time. Casualties were kept to a minimum.
Glad to hear it.
That's great news.
All areas are being prepared for evacuation. We can only hope they make it.
We won't let them down. This is one fight we can't afford to lose.
Here upon Ricky, all set! Ricky, bound some heads!
We'll go with you. Can't beat strength in numbers.
Really?
You're a tough old-timer.
What's this? The old fossil wants to tag along. As long as you don't slow us down.
Let's see who makes it through the battle.
we're here. Everyone ready?
Ready.
Anytime.
Leave it to Hirobon Ricky.
Hey, Shulk. What is it this time? Stop worrying and come on.
The Monado isn't at full strength. I don't know if it can beat Egil.
You talking about that apocryph, whatchamacallit thing? Don't worry. He's no match for all of us together.
At least the previous encounter allowed us to gauge how he fights. We won't make the same mistakes again.
The core is directly linked to the Apocrypha generator. Destroy the generator, and the Apocrypha field will deactivate, allowing Shulk's Monado to function properly again.
Now you tell us. I wish you'd said something earlier. Oh, Shulk, did you hear that? Looks like you'll get your wish.
Something's not right.
What?
Egil. He called me Zanza. The same Zanza who devastated Mechonis. What did he mean?
He was just trying to get to you.
I told you before, right? I haven't had any visions lately.
Yeah?
But I still know, if I concentrate, I feel like something will happen, and it does.
Are you saying you don't need a vision to know what comes next? Pull the other one.
Ryan, you're going to scratch your head with your right hand.
What are you on about, Shulk? Stop playing around. Oh. But how did you do that?
I can't work it out. Ever since we came to Mechonis, my abilities have been changing. Why would that happen? If it's true that Zanza used the Monado to lay waste to Mechonis, then is it right for me to use it? Is what I'm trying to do really the right thing?
Shulk! Shulk! What's wrong?
It's happening to him too! Shulk! Hold on! You alright?
Yeah. It's okay. I'm fine now.
Man.
Your control of the Monado has always been flawless. It never crossed my mind that this would happen to you too. Are you sure you're okay?
Perhaps you are suffering this much because you put all your energy into fighting the effect of the Apocrypha.
Ain't you learnt yet, Shulk? How many times do I have to tell you? If something's up, you've got to spit it out, man. I ain't just talking about visions. I mean, whatever's on your mind. All right?
Sorry, Ryan.
Don't go apologizing. It's my fault for not noticing. Let's get one thing straight. I've still got your back.
Thanks. No.
Huh?
Prepare to die. Shulk. No. Zanza.
This wasn't caused by the Apocrypha. It's a completely different kind of power.
Shulk!
What's happening to me?
I know I should be glad we made it this far. But if we don't find the Apocrypha generator soon...
Exactly. The fight against Egil's not going to be easy with the Monado in its current state. And we don't know what kind of toll it'll take on Shulk's body. We have to destroy that generator.
It's up ahead.
Shulk?
There's a strong energy coming from up ahead. That has to be it.
Really?
Yes.
Then this is it. Egil's gonna be scrap metal when I'm through with him.
The further we go, the bad things get. Hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. Last episode, we took care of things in Colony 6 and helped out Barry Jammy. This episode, finally here, Mechonis Core. And starting off, it seems like things are getting more and more difficult for Shulk. I like how this calls back to the very beginning of the game, of what happened to Dunban. Seeing how, even though we've come so far, the Monado is still an enigma despite all that it's done.
And despite how good Shulk's been with it too.
Yep. And one of the key points about that I think really sends it home is that it's Dunban who gives the delivery, because Dunban would know. You show him as a flashback, and again, Dunban would have the same worries. There's nothing along here, just a few collectibles, but if you notice really quickly, we're getting the same ones as we did throughout the Central Factory.
And the Central Factory song's playing.
This is actually part of the Central Factory. So, in case you missed a few collectibles and you think there's no way to go back, there's always a chance you can do that here. And I still don't know what it is, but just with how limited the animation and facial expression as can be, they really sold that emotion well. Especially with the soundtrack that played, because we haven't heard Monado awakening, except when Ryan awakened it during the beginning of the game. And when it happens, you know things are gonna go down. Anyway, though. We do have an odd placement for a side quest, but let's just hear it out, because it does come in handy with what we mentioned about this being a Central Factory.
You seem really talkative. I heard from Vinay that there's a weapon production machine here. Do you know what come to mind when I heard that?
Beep boop. Generic response.
Stop pretending you don't know what I'm getting at. You can make a weapon, an extraordinarily strong one. The materials are all ready. Just take them to the machine and you can make a weapon for Fiora. A new weapon will come in handy. Are you interested?
Hell yes, we are. We have, and that can only mean one thing. Yep, we have access to the Central Factory all over again. This, I think, is a lovely bit to detail how we are inside the Mechonis Core, and as such, we're able to access the factory and Agniratha, the capital. But in case you're curious, no, unfortunately, Mechonis Field is no longer available outright. So, as any side quests or any collectibles you wanted to get there, unfortunately, no can do. There is a collectible over there, as you can see, just right there. But no need for that now. We need to head on, and you can kind of tell where Egil got the motif for Goldface.
Yeah.
Yep. If this is an ego trip, I don't know what does. But look at all this.
And there's a Central Factory down there.
Yep, down there. Now, how to get down there, you may ask? Well, it's rather simple. You jump down and get a bunch of collectibles on your way as Dunban falls to his cruel and untimely death. The hero of the homes faces an unpleasant end. Now, I could be silly, and I could jump. But I'm not going to do that.
It's probably going to count it as a death. You're probably not going to spawn in the Central Factory.
Oh, I know. There's probably a loading zone which separates this segment from that one. But I'm not going to bother. Anyway, though, if you do want to get down, if you notice underneath the platform right here, we have something that looks like a teleporter. And yeah, bridge to Apocrypha, that's not subtle. If I ever saw subtlety, it would look nothing like this. In a nutshell though, let's quickly head back to the Central Factory and we'll just create a few highlighting points on what you can find while you're here.
And while you remember right, last when we were in the Central Factory, this area was blocked off, but here we go, it's not blocked off anymore.
Nope. Let us be free, and let us roam the factory one more time with all these pitiful enemies. But now, like I mentioned, it's time for a bit of a highlight reel. We've been waiting a long time to face you. Well, I'm not really Ryan, but let's go in head first. That didn't work as well as I wanted to. I wanted to be cool. A majestic Mordred. This guy is a big boy, and in all honesty, I recommend taking him on during Mechonis Core because he's a big boy and he hits hard, and Blaze is one of his best friends. Starting off with his first attack, Mega Flame Throw, which is an arc and it can knock you back. That can cause Blaze, which is always a joy to have. Next is Black Matter, which is a multiple ether shot and of course ether down. Oh the joys. Next, akin to this kind of enemy type is Titan Stomp. It circles and it can knock you down and it can daze you. Next is Titan Laser 5, which is his actual talent arc and gives you a frontal line attack. Next is Titan Laser 7, which can do the same thing, knock you back and daze you. I recommend having a lot of coverage for Ether and Blaze. That's why I have Dumban here, and he's not at all easy to take on, but if you play cards right, he can be taken down.
Recommend Monado armor too.
Yes, which I never use, but still, even with a disadvantage, we took him down. And in case you're wondering, the arts that this guy does indeed drop are as follows. Tempest Kick, which is at the highest one he gives. Next is Guard Shift for Ryan, Heal Blast for Sharla, and Lock On for Afiora. But that is the last unique monster that we have to take down, so let's proceed to the factory. Or the maintenance bay, or the weapon maker, whichever one on it works. And just a final warning: if there are any unique monsters in Central Factory or Agniratha that you haven't taken on, this is your last chance to do so. So if you want to stockpile on art books, or if you want to get as many affinity coins you can, now is the time.
Like collectibles, because I don't think we have a Great Spring in the Agniratha Collectopedia.
Well, luckily that leads us on to our next point in this highlight reel. Heir to the Monado, you finally come, and you're getting close. Wait, where are you going?
And Alvis and Dixon are like, oh my god, for the love of...
Are you serious? We get one step closer, and you're like, oh boy, what's that? I'm getting so sick, Shulk, of your...
Dixon's like, we're never gonna get to Egil, are we?
No. Well, I guess the beings of Bionis are screwed.
I guess this means it's time for me to go indulge in a drink again.
Yep. And many cigars.
And Egil, who's still moving in the corner, is like, what that tickles.
I'm not moving, that's what gives. My weight portioning is all over the place. It's like I'm having a bowel movement. It's going up and down, up and down, up and down. Well, here we are. Weapons factory? Fiora? Let's make you a lovely weapon.
Weapon complete.
Weapon complete, and we made a weapon for Fiora, and she gets the Warblades. We haven't had one of these, so you know what? I think Donban, I think you can take a break. Let's let Fiora take the lead. Her defense might lower, but her attacks, they can go up. Pure style in some neon blades, which is all and good. But now, I think I've had we finally got everything we wanted from the Central Factory. I think I would say one more tour around Agniratha. Just so we can see everything now that things are better. I say better, more like, you know, not having Egil. And contrary to what we saw in the cutscene, despite Gado's sacrifice and an explosion, Agniratha is still pretty much intact. Telephias are still here, the collectibles are still here, and even the Mechon are here. So, in case you wanted to take out unique monsters or grind for enemies, I suppose, ain't much else to see. And it made regard to Grape Spring. Hey, hi Agniratha, nice to see you too. But yeah, terminals are all still safe. ETH deposits are all still here. But I think there's one more place that I'd like to go to. I don't think we gave it enough time and attention during our first visit.
It's nice to go through here without being picked on.
Yes. Stay peaceful. But no longer now. It's kind of morbid. Because Egil's not here, they've got nothing to protect, they've got no citizens to look after or anything like that. They're literally protecting nothing. They're not here for anything right now. So even in the enemies, who when you really think about it, all the Mechonis is really suffering, not just the citizens. If you want to rematch the unique monsters for whatever reason, you can.
Art books is the only reason I could think of.
Yep, unless you somehow have an affinity or nostalgia of these guys. I personally don't, but still, I'm not gonna complain. Welcome to slow down. That is occurring. I mean, look at that Mechon in the background. I'm trying my best.
I'm alright, thank you.
Not a chance.
Melia.
Whoa! That was close. Things are going
I'm just ignoring this fight. Please don't look at me.
I'm even hugging the walls a little bit.
I'm scared.
You guys are level 76s, screw that.
I'm a grand disappointment. You see, I'm just turning a corner. Okay, bye. Oh no, everyone's gone. Well, I guess I'll fight now.
When did you two get so tough?
What? Just because we're girls, we're supposed to be wimps? How rude.
Quite. I'm afraid you have much to learn about the fairest sex, Shulk.
Why do I get the feeling that mastering the Monado is going to be easier?
Bad time, Shulk. Bad time. Speaking of time, it's nighttime. We fought you, we came back, and you didn't even give us any sodding art books. What good are you? Jadeface Corpse is gone, and so's Gado. The only minutes left. Let's get a close look of the main attraction. At the main of Shrine, Egil's no longer here. and no enemies are here to take his place. The only thing you have now is just a really somber looker at the main of shrine. And in all honesty, this music playing, just having this sight, it's pretty lonely. Even this visual alone, you kind of feel fragile. Anyway though, as proved last time, it's a bit too late. Let's go to Mechonis Core, the Apocrypha, take him down. And here we are, back to the same transporter in which we were at. Seems like this is a good place as any. Let's do it.
It's just as I thought. The Monado feels the same as it did before the Apocrypha took effect. No, it feels even more powerful. The Bionis Monado and this Monado, they have to be connected. Somehow.
Because you aren't here. Not anymore.
Why am I remembering that dream? Why now? Without the power, I can't stop Egil. I have to concentrate. All I have to think about is how to stop the Mechonis. If the Monado does bring about the end, then I know what to do. Fiora!
Shulk, what were you thinking about?
Nothing.
So... it's like that, is it?
Really, it's nothing.
Listen, Shulk. If it's too hard for you to handle on your own, talk to me. Huh?
Fiora...
You can tell any of the others as well. We're all here for you. Don't forget that.
You're right. You're here for me.
Of course. And don't overdo it, okay? We all saw what happened. Is your arm okay?
Yeah, it's not bad. I'll live.
Oi! You two! Is something up?
No! It's nothing. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Shulk. You can...
And things get harder and harder for everyone. Well, our fight's upon us. So, I think our time's come. But, I think I will hold things off there until next time. So, thank you everyone for watching. We've entered Mechonis Core, took care of everything that we want to do in Central Factory and Agniratha. Now it's time to put a stop to this and get the Monado back to normal. Hopefully. So, that's it everyone. If you liked the video, be sure to like it. If you didn't like it, you know where to go. And if you want to see more content on this, be sure to subscribe for more. And we'll see you all next time. Which hope we can survive. And hopefully Melly is okay. See you next time, guys.